Aloha Foilers, this is Brian Finch of Foil the World, and today we are going over Appletree Surfboards. The Appleslice. What is this thing? Check it out. This is a new creation. This is the newest addition to the Appletree foil boarding division. This, as you can see, is a very unique shape. We got the stub kind of diamond nose, extremely deep concave here for the deck. You got the boat hole coming through the nose here, and a bit of nose kick, nice and flat through the boxes, flip tail. Very interesting board. First, let's go over the construction. This is 100% carbon fiber. What's interesting about Appletree surfboards is they have their own proprietary shaping and glassing techniques that they made themselves. This is started with a 50K foam. My understanding of the 50K foam is that it withstands 50,000 kilos of pressure per square foot, something like that. It's a crazy rating. It's almost impossible to shape with. Appletree had to design their own shaping machines to be able to work with this foam, but the long-term payoff seems to be spectacular. This is such a solid, stiff, well-made board. My first board from Appletree Surfboards is still in service. It's still kicking. It is their Pro Surf foil model. This was a great board. It looks kind of terrible from the front because I did have to recycle this grip off an older board. It got a little rust going through here. It looks terrible from this side, but the board itself is still in such amazing condition. It just blows me away. The pressure dings are extremely minimal. This board fell off of the roof rack of a fairly tall truck, and it has just a little bit of crack here in the rail. Interesting thing about this construction is that it will not suck up water. It doesn't delam under heat. It's that proprietary construction method that Appletree has developed. Probably the best constructed board I've ever seen. So getting back to the Appleslice, we know the construction is insane. Reportedly, Appletree Surfboards has never had one of their boxes crush or explode, which is quite an impressive feat considering the heights people are jumping with like kite foiling and all this. It's very impressive. Okay, so let's move on to the actual design concepts of this very unique board. The Appleslice has a very sunken, very concave deck. The rails are much higher here and very full. This does a couple things. This gets your feet closer to the foil. You know, the thinner your board, the more reactive and the more direct power transfer you're gonna get from your feet, your body, straight into the foil. So this is one thing that's going on here. They're scooping out the deck, keeping your feet closer to that foil, more responsive feel. Having your feet kind of locked in here into this scoop feels nice, and as well as your body. Lets your body, your torso, kind of sit that much closer to the water and feels just a little bit better paddling. We've got a diamond-shaped nose, which is super unique. I believe this is all about retaining volume. I'm not totally sure, but there's a nice little kick of rocker in the nose, which is great. You know, climbing up whitewater, hitting the whitewater lip, landing airs, landing on your wing, popping out of the water. It's nice to have the correct amount of rocker, and this thing looks pretty good. There's a V here through the nose, kind of like a boat hole V, helps part the water when you're paddling. And the nose is also bellied out a bit. Interesting, I'm not even sure exactly what that does. The inserts here are new and improved from what I understand. They're fused into the deck, so to speak, and they're supposed to be just that much stronger. So this particular board is 4 feet 4 inches, 18.5 wide, 3 inches thick, and this is 35.5 liters. That is a lot of liters packed into a nice little board. Should not be any hassle whatsoever paddling. My first impressions on this board is that this board will kind of do everything. If a one board quiver exists, this might be it. This, you know, definitely can prone on this board. You could downwind it. You could definitely wing on this board. It's got the leaders for it, but it's also narrow. It's going to stay high performance. It definitely seems like you could do just about anything on this board. I'm really curious and really excited to get in the water and try this board. Been out of the water for a bit, busted up my ankle. It's healing fast, but I can't wait to get in the water and just feel what this thing is all about. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this video, if you're getting any value out of it, please like, subscribe, share with your friends, let people know. Subscribe to me on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram. Get the word out there and foil the world. Mahalos.